He turned down superhero movies that would have made him a household name overnight. He told an interviewer that being called a movie star felt like death. And yet, at just 30 years old, Timothée Chalamet has 3 Oscar nominations, a fragrance deal worth tens of millions of dollars, and a girlfriend who happens to be one of the most famous women on the planet. So how does a shy kid from a rent-stabilized apartment in New York City end up starring in the biggest sci-fi franchise of his generation, playing Bob Dylan, Willy Wonka, and the Messiah of a desert planet, all before turning 30? And more importantly, what is he hiding behind that carefully curated, camera-shy smile? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you will understand exactly how Timothée Chalamet became the most unpredictable, most talked-about actor of his generation. If you have been anywhere near a movie theater, an awards show, or social media in the last few years, you already know the name Timothée Chalamet. He is the actor who somehow makes wearing a ruffled shirt on a red carpet feel like a cultural event. Right now, he is trending for a mountain of reasons. He recently walked the world premiere trail for Dune, Part 3, the emotional finale to the franchise that turned him into a global superstar. He shocked fans by jumping into animation for the first time, starring alongside Selena Gomez in an upcoming Illumination film. And his relationship with billionaire beauty mogul Kylie Jenner has become one of the most discussed romances in Hollywood, especially after he publicly thanked her during a major awards speech. In this video, we are going to walk through his entire story, from a childhood in Manhattan to becoming one of the highest-paid young actors alive. We will cover his rise, his relationships, his controversies, and the surprising truth about how much money he has actually made. Let's get into it. Timothée Chalamet was born on December 27, 1995 in New York City, and he grew up in a rent-stabilized apartment in Hell's Kitchen, right in the heart of Manhattan. His upbringing was anything but typical Hollywood royalty. His father, Mark Chalamet, is French and worked as an editor for UNICEF, while his mother, Nicole Flender, was a dancer on Broadway who later became a real estate agent. That mixed heritage is why Timothée holds dual American and French citizenship, and why he speaks French fluently, something he has shown off in interviews more than once. His older sister, Pauline Chalamet, also became an actress, which meant creativity was simply part of the family's daily rhythm rather than a distant dream. Growing up, Timothée was surrounded by the arts almost by accident. He spent summers in France visiting his father's side of the family, and back in New York, he attended LaGuardia High School, the same performing arts school made famous by the movie Fame. This wasn't some elite private academy funded by wealthy parents. It was a competitive public school where students had to audition just to get in. Timothée studied drama there, sharpening his craft alongside other young hopefuls, many of whom never made it past small stages in New York. His early years were not without struggle. Unlike child stars who are handed roles because of family connections, Timothée had to fight for auditions like everyone else. He appeared in small television roles and short films throughout his teenage years, roles most audiences never noticed. He booked a minor part in the series Homeland and a brief appearance in Interstellar, but none of it made him famous. He was just another talented kid from New York trying to get a foot in the door, working through rejection after rejection while his classmates prepared for college. That grinding, unglamorous beginning is exactly why his eventual breakout felt so earned rather than handed to him. Chalamet's first real chance at the spotlight came with small supporting roles in the mid-2010s, but it was 2017 that changed everything. That year, he starred in Luca Guadagnino's Call Me By Your Name, playing a teenager who falls in love with an older graduate student during a summer in Italy. The performance was raw, vulnerable, and unlike anything mainstream audiences had seen from an actor his age. It earned him an Academy Award nomination for Best Actor, making him one of the youngest nominees in that category in decades. Almost overnight, casting directors across Hollywood knew his name. That same year, he He also appeared in Greta Gerwig's Lady Bird, playing a moody, guitar-playing love interest that became instantly meme-worthy among younger audiences. Two acclaimed films in a single year turned him from an unknown into one of the most in-demand young actors in the industry. Then came the moment that turned him into a full-blown movie star. In 2021, he took on the role of Paul Atreides in Denis Villeneuve's Dune, a massive science fiction epic based on Frank Herbert's novel. The film was a critical and commercial success, and its sequel, Dune, Part 2, released in 2024, pushed his star power even higher, grossing several $100 million worldwide. Playing a franchise lead of that scale proved he could carry a blockbuster, not just an indie drama. He followed that up with Wonka in 2023, stepping into a role originally made iconic by Gene Wilder. Rather than imitate the original, Chalamet brought his own musical, whimsical energy to the young chocolatier, and the film became a massive box office hit. Then in 2024, he transformed himself once again for A Complete Unknown, portraying Bob Dylan in his early rise to fame. He reportedly trained for years to sing and play guitar convincingly as Dylan, and the transformation earned him yet another Oscar nomination, further cementing his reputation as one of the most committed actors of his generation. More recently, he starred in Marty Supreme, a film directed by Josh Safdie for A24 that showcased his range in a project built around intensity and precision, earning him a Best Actor nomination at the Critics' Choice Awards and a win at the Golden Globes for Best Performance by a Male Actor in a Motion Picture Comedy. Across his career, he has now collected multiple Oscar nominations before the age of 30, alongside Golden Globe and Critics' Choice recognition, an achievement that puts him in rare company among actors of his generation. When it comes to his personal life, Timothée Chalamet has always tried to keep things private, but a few relationships have become public knowledge over the years. He was previously linked to Lord Leon, Madonna's daughter, and later dated actress Lily Rose Depp for several years. Before Chalamet, Kylie Jenner had an on-again, off-again relationship with rapper Travis Scott that lasted 6 years before the two split in January 2023. Jenner and Chalamet were first romantically linked in April 2023 and later confirmed their romance when they were spotted together at a Beyoncé concert that September. Since then, the couple has become one of the most talked-about pairings in entertainment, making their official red carpet debut together in May 2025. In January 2026, while accepting the Best Actor trophy at the Critics' Choice Awards, Chalamet publicly thanked his partner of 3 years and told her he loved her. He also referred to Jenner as his partner during his Golden Globes acceptance speech that same month. Despite going public with his feelings on stage, Chalamet has made it clear he does not want to discuss the relationship in interviews, telling Vogue he simply has nothing to say about it. Away from the cameras, Chalamet is known to be a huge basketball fan, particularly of the New York Knicks, often spotted courtside during their games. He has also spoken about his love of hip-hop music and even dabbled in rapping under a pseudonym during his teenage years, something he has laughed about in later interviews. As for charity work, he has used his platform to support causes tied to the arts and education, reflecting the values instilled in him by his UNICEF-employed father, though he tends to keep his philanthropic involvement understated rather than publicized for attention. Like most major celebrities, Chalamet has faced his share of public scrutiny, though it is worth noting that most of what circulates online falls more into tabloid speculation than confirmed controversy. One of the more talked-about moments came when he was linked, briefly and publicly, to actress Isa Gonzalez, sparking rumors during a period when his relationship status was unclear to the public. Another point of discussion has centered on comparisons drawn between him and other young actors, with critics debating whether his rapid rise to franchise stardom came at the expense of the smaller, independent films that first built his reputation. Some entertainment commentators have also questioned whether his highly curated, guarded approach to interviews and personal life is a genuine preference for privacy or a calculated career strategy. None of these situations amount to a major scandal, and Chalamet has largely avoided the kind of controversy that follows many young stars, a fact that itself has become part of his public image as a careful, image-conscious performer. So how much is Timothée Chalamet actually worth? According to Celebrity Net Worth, his estimated net worth in 2026 sits at around $25 million. However, other outlets and industry analysts believe the real number could be considerably higher. Some estimates place his fortune between $25 and $30 million, especially after a confirmed $25 million salary for the Paramount heist film, High Side, reportedly making him one of the youngest actors since Jennifer Lawrence to command that kind of single-picture payday. A huge chunk of his wealth does not come from acting at all. In 2024, he signed a major fragrance deal with Chanel as the face of Bleu de Chanel, a deal reportedly worth around $35 million on its own. That single-brand partnership reportedly outpaced every film salary he had earned up to that point combined, which says a lot about how valuable his image has become to luxury brands. His salary for individual films has also climbed dramatically over the years. He reportedly earned around $2.2 million for the original Dune in 2021, and industry analysts expect his payday for Dune, Part 3, including back-end participation, to land somewhere between $10 and $15 million. As for houses and cars, Chalamet has kept those details largely private, and no verified public disclosure confirms the exact properties he owns, though he is known to maintain residences in major cities without precise ownership details being publicly available. Unlike many celebrities his age, he has not been publicly associated with flashy car collections or extravagant mansions, which fits his broader reputation for keeping his lifestyle relatively low-key compared to his level of fame. So why is everyone talking about Timothée Chalamet again right now? A few major reasons. He recently appeared alongside Denis Villeneuve and Zendaya to unveil a new trailer for Dune, Part 3, the final and most action-packed chapter in the sci-fi trilogy. During a global fan event for the film, Chalamet praised Villeneuve's dedication to the franchise, reflecting on how far the project has come since they first began working together years earlier. At the same time, he shocked fans by stepping into an entirely new genre. Universal Pictures announced that Chalamet will star alongside Selena Gomez in Not Alone, an animated Illumination film with an April 2027 release date, marking his first-ever feature-length animated role. In the film, he voices Joe, an introverted rocket mechanic living a quiet life alone, while Gomez voices an astrobotanist developing the world's first plant-fueled rocket. The announcement noted that Chalamet has now touched nearly every genre imaginable, from ping-pong to music to candy to science fiction, and now animation. His romance with Kylie Jenner has also kept him firmly in the headlines. Sources recently told Us Weekly that the couple has discussed getting engaged sometime in 2026, with Kylie reportedly joking that Timothée is already her husband. Insiders have described the couple as being in a great place, noting that they make each other laugh and that friends and family are supportive of the relationship, even as they take their time before making any bigger commitments. Add in his continued presence at Knicks games, his growing list of major franchise projects, and constant awards season buzz, and it is easy to see why he remains one of the most searched actors online. Here are 10 lesser-known facts about Timothée Chalamet that even some of his biggest fans might not know. Number 1. He holds dual citizenship in both the United States and France because of his French father, and he speaks French fluently, something he rarely gets to show off in English-language interviews. Number 2. Before landing major film roles, he attended LaGuardia High School, the same performing arts school that inspired the movie Fame. and he had to audition competitively just to get in. Number 3, his older sister, Kylie Chalamet, is also a working actress, meaning the family produced 2 performers rather than just one. Number 4, he had a small, easy-to-miss role in Christopher Nolan's Interstellar, years before he became a household name, long before anyone recognized him on the street. Number 5, he trained extensively to sing and play guitar for his role as Bob Dylan in A Complete Unknown, reportedly spending years working on his musical performance before filming began. Number 6, he is a devoted New York Knicks fan and has been spotted courtside at their games during multiple playoff runs, showing a genuine passion for basketball outside of acting. Number 7, he has said in interviews that being labeled a movie star made him deeply uncomfortable, once comparing the feeling to something close to dread rather than excitement. Number 8, his mother worked as a Broadway dancer before becoming a real estate agent, meaning performance was quite literally part of his household growing up. Number 9, he dabbled in rap music under a stage name during his teenage years, something that has resurfaced online and that he has acknowledged with good humor as an adult. Number 10, despite his massive fame, he has kept his personal finances, properties, and daily lifestyle remarkably private, refusing to feed the same level of public display that many stars his age embrace. From a rent-stabilized apartment in Hell's Kitchen to sharing the screen with some of the biggest names in Hollywood, Timothée Chalamet's story is proof that talent, patience, and a willingness to take creative risks can outlast even the flashiest overnight success stories. He turned down the easy path of superhero franchises, chased difficult and unconventional roles instead, and somehow ended up becoming exactly the kind of movie star he once claimed he never wanted to be. Whether he is transforming into Bob Dylan, leading a desert empire as Paul Atreides, or quietly building a life with Kylie Jenner away from the cameras, one thing is clear: Timothée Chalamet is only getting started. So here's a question worth sitting with. In an industry built on image and spectacle, can a star this famous really stay this private forever? Or is the mystery itself just another part of the performance? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more amazing celebrity stories.